What the?
And he drives it into right center field, hit a ton. This baby is way back on a hair.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel, and we got a schedule. San Francisco Giants 2020 schedule. Now, this is so cool to look at this and to actually see a schedule that's supposed to happen in 2020. But two things. Number one, there's actually some problems going on in MLB. I might make a video on it, but they're having some testing issues, and people are saying, hey, this is already falling apart. There's no way we're going to have a season. I'm hearing that, and, it's worrisome, but hey, you know what? As far as I know, everything's still on. They're just trying to get it all situated and figured out and get this testing thing resolved, because right now they're having big problems and are having to cancel workouts and things like that. So we're not off to a good start in spring training at all, and it's very worrisome. This thing might not happen, but guess what? We got a schedule, and I'm going to check it out. And as you saw in my first reaction, I'm not loving this schedule. Starts out on the road in Los Angeles, so Giants get the pleasure of playing the best team in the game, but that's not too surprising. They're the Dodgers. They're the main rival. They're in the same division. I'm fine with it. Starts out on the road. Okay, we start out on the road, come home, play the Padres, another good team, play the Rangers, another good team, no problem. Back on the road for 4 in Colorado, 3 more in Los Angeles. Wait, what's going on here? Are the Dodgers coming here? What's going on? Okay, then we head to Houston for 3. What? Within the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Within the first 17 games of the season, the Giants have had to play the Dodgers 7 times, all on the road. Not to mention another 4 on the road with Colorado. And after all that, then it's off to Houston for 3.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're some real pretty shit now, man.
You finished?
To play the Astros, who I just made a video on, and the Astros are still one of the best teams in baseball. Like them or hate them, they have an incredible lineup, and if healthy, they'll still have a very strong rotation, and that's after a just terrible stretch of playing games in Los Angeles and games in Colorado. Holy cow, that's insane. That is a rough start to the year. And the issue is, after all that, you're like, okay, that's just a little brief start to the year. Things will calm down. There's not much time for things to calm down. Look, that's almost a quarter. That's more than a quarter of the season already in the bag. And the Giants have pretty much played a whole bunch of road games against the Dodgers. That is rough. And the Astros. Wow.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
After that, it looks like this is cool because you can actually pretty much go through the whole schedule in a reasonable amount of time. I won't be sitting here for 3 hours. Can go through it real quick because it's such a short season. So then Oakland at home. And Oakland's good. Holy cow. I just, you forget that the West and both sides have just great teams. You got to deal with the Astros. We got to deal with the A's. We got to deal with the Dodgers. The Rangers are pretty good. The Padres are pretty good. And we've dealt with all of them. The Rockies got a crazy lineup. So, where are the Mariners in this whole thing? There are no Mariners. We don't have to deal with the Mariners until September 8th and 9th. And that's only a 2-game series. And then 15th and 16th. We get to play the Mariners 4 measly times. And all due respect to the Mariners, but just saying, what's going on here? Back to where we were. Then it's off to Los Angeles again, this time to play the Angels at their house. And then thankfully get to come home and play 2 at our house. So 2 in Los Angeles, 2 in San Francisco, 3 games against Arizona, 2 more against the Dodgers 3 against the Dodgers at home. And that's the last time we see the Dodgers, which is good, but also, you mean to tell me we play the Dodgers 7 times in Los Angeles and just 3 times in San Francisco? Sounds fair. Moving on, Diamondbacks for 3 more. It's a rough start to the schedule. That August, partially July, mostly August, is going to be absolutely terrible if the Giants don't come out playing great baseball. They do not have time to warm up. They do not have time to do anything but go out and absolutely dominate and be completely healthy. Johnny Cueto needs to freaking dominate. Samardzija needs to be good. And the Giants need to hit. And otherwise, they're going to fall deep and they're going to fall fast. And there's going to be no more thoughts of any kind of playoff run or anything if the Giants are in a hole come, the end of August. So this is a rough start to the schedule, and can't be loving it. Now, it does calm down quite significantly in September, but at that point, like I said, if you're already in a huge hole, it's going to be too late. So they just need to, treading water would be fine if they can just get through that month and be somewhere in the range where they can fight back and get in a playoff spot in just less than a month. Then that'll be, great. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. 7 games in Los Angeles, okay? 3 games in Houston. Houston does not come to San Francisco. So, the Dodgers and the Astros, probably the 2 best teams the Giants have to deal with, and you could say the A's too, but mainly Dodgers and Astros, and they're pretty much, let's see, between both the Dodgers and the Astros, let's just put it this way, between the Dodgers and the Astros, it looks like they'll be playing each other. The Giants will play either the Dodgers or the Astros 13 times. 13 games. 10 on the road. 10 of 13 on the road. And, this is tough. This is not going to be normal road games. It's tougher because of the whole situation, everything going on. They're wearing masks all the time. They're going to have to, the travel is going to be crazy. It's not a normal, just luxury baseball season where these guys, have all the luxuries in the world. So road games might be tougher than normal. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying that sucks. Yeah, the A's, it looks like a fair shake. 3 on the road, 3 at home, if I'm not mistaken. So that's equal there. But all in all, the Angels is equal. All in all, the only team that they play where the Giants get a clear home field advantage is the Diamondbacks that I'm seeing. Yeah, they played 2 games against Seattle, 2 games on the road. That's equal. Just kind of glancing at it, obviously, what about the Rockies? We got 4 on the road to start here in August, and then 2 more on the road. Holy cow! And So the Rockies, they play 6 in Colorado and 4 at home. And at that point, it's the season's either they're out of it or not by the time they're playing the Rockies at home. So, yeah, the season wraps up pretty nicely. 4 Colorado and 3 against San Diego, all at home. So you get to finish the season at home on a nice little stretch. But, wow. Okay, guys, we're happy to have baseball and have a schedule. But if you're a Giants fan, tell me what you think of this schedule. I have to think that this schedule is brutal. This is brutal. What stretch do you look forward to here? Obviously, the start of the season is not going to be fun. That is not a good stretch. Maybe a decent stretch here where you're going to play 2 against the Angels, 3 against the Diamondbacks, day off, and you don't have to travel. That's a day off at home with your families, then 3 more against the Dodgers. That little stretch is decent, but you're still playing the Angels with Rendon and their great lineup, the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. So even your nice stretches are against teams like the Dodgers and the D-backs. Yeah, there's no really nice stretch here at all. It's just not here. I mean, yeah, here you get to play the Padres for 4 and then the Mariners for 2. But it's all on the road. A couple of days off. Wow. All in all, it's gonna be rough. So I just wanted to run through that schedule, guys. Not happy about it, but I'm happy that there is a schedule and that we're getting a season. And I'm not blaming anyone. I know that there was a lot of circumstances that had to make this work. So I'm not chewing anyone out or mad about anything. It's just circumstance, and the circumstances are we got a rough schedule, in my opinion. It does end up a little bit nicer than it starts, but that is rough. Feels like we're on the road constantly, and it feels like most of the better teams were playing on the road far more than they're coming to San Francisco. So you guys have a fantastic day. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Can't wait for some baseball. I hope everything works out. Hope they get this whole testing situated.
How?
Well, I don't care how, but we better think of something. We better think of a way.
Think of what? We're fucked! Shut up! We're doomed! Shut up!
When the Giants come to town, it's 5